Good afternoon. This is Miss Cayce's, and we are working on Valentine teardrops this week. And so we're going to do one here so you can buy the material, buy the kit, and take it home and make it yourself. So the first thing is we take our plain teardrop here, which has been crushed. So the first thing we do is to fluff our branches on this teardrop like such. Get them all separated and sort of make a nice little 3D teardrop instead of a 2D teardrop. So this teardrop is for Valentine, and it's getting close to Valentine, so you can go ahead and put it out immediately. Plus you can leave it out all through February, I think. It just gives you a happy start for the spring that will be coming up in March. So the first thing we do is we sort of got it fluffed out, but then we're going to take our branches and sort of make a little trough like this to lay our product in. So the first thing we're going to do is take this white branch here, and we're just going to sort of separate the branches out a little bit like such, and then we're going to place it in the center of that trough and sort of at the upper end like such. We might take a couple of branches from the top and just sort of twist it so we can hold it in place a little bit, and then we can place the branches sort of out like that. Like that, and then we're going to take one of these double heart sprays that we have, and we're going to sort of just maneuver them, sort of give them a little bit more 3D on here as well, and then we're just going to lay that right on top of that white branch, and then we're going to take a couple of the sprigs from the teardrop, cross them over and twist them real good so that will hold that product in. You might go ahead and take, if we can get two pieces from the topper and do the same thing, just so we'll have a nice secure teardrop with our product in the center there. Then we're going to take the other, we have two of these, so we're going to take the other double heart spray, and we're going to put it down at the lower end of our teardrop. We'll need to take a couple of sprigs and twist those around to secure it. We'll do another one in a little bit. Then we're going to take one of these red and white curly picks here, and then we're just going to slide it in the center of that one that we just put in, the double heart. And then we'll need to take a couple of branches or twigs from that teardrop and twist it. And then at this point, we'll take a couple more twigs a little bit closer and twist it. That gives it a little more stability and a little bit more holding on to there. So We have another little double heart that has a black and white striped heart on it that we're going to insert at the top. I'm doing mine sort of on the right hand side of my teardrop. You can do it on whichever side is convenient. I'm going to take a couple of twigs from the teardrop and just twist those as well. So I'm going to work myself right down the middle of that and sort of cover up those stems of our sprays that we've incorporated in our teardrop, and just take a couple of the twigs and just twist them again like we've done all the others. Just sort of helps cover up that spine here that we've left. Next, we're going to take our large black and white and red heart here. And we have attached a greening pin on the back of it so we can just slip a piece of wire around it and twist it. And then we're going to place it sort of right above our bottom portion of the teardrop. And we're going to take it all the way, the wire all the way back to the back. And then we'll twist it to secure it. There'll be leftover wire, so we'll just sort of poke it into the back of the teardrop to hold it in. So our next step is we're going to take, we have 3 different ribbons, and we have 3 short pieces and then 3 longer pieces. We usually cut a ½ yard for each of these, and we're just going to take our heart ribbon here, fold it over like this, take our black and white stripe ribbon, place it like that, and then our solid red ribbon like that, and then we're just going to scrunch it up like that. That will make a little loop on the heart ribbon. We can sort of just curl these tails under there. Take a piece of wire and just take it to the back, tight, and twist a couple of times. And then we're going to put this right below our heart here. Twist it in the back. We want this little heart to stick out, so we'll just sort of maneuver it in place so it won't stick. And our ribbons like that, and our hearts like this. We're going to take our other red and white curlies, and we're going to insert it sort of in the middle of our teardrop like such. Take one of the twigs from the teardrop and twist it so it will stay. And then we can sort of maneuver it like such. Then we have 4 of these black and white polka dot curlies that we're going to include. And we're going to put one on each side of a teardrop. There again, we need to find one of the little branches of the teardrop and wrap it around the stem in some place to hold it in place. And then it can be maneuvered as well, sort of fluffed out a little bit. You're going to take another one and go to the other side, hook it into the spine of the teardrop, find a branch that we can wrap around and twist it so it will hold as well. Then our next step would be to do our bow in the middle. So I'm taking the heart-shaped ribbon. I just fold it in half. We usually use 1.5 yards of ribbon. So I just folded it in half, scrunched it up, and then made a loop at the top, like that. And then at the bottom, just fold it over and make another loop there. And just so we know roughly that we've done it even, our tails are about the same length. So our next step is to take our black and white ribbon, which I have folded it in half as well. We're going to do the same process. Take it in the middle, scrunch it up with the first ribbon, fold it at the top, and make it just a little bit, the loop maybe just a little bit lengthier than the first one. And then from the bottom, we just make another loop there, scrunch it in the middle, like such. So we have 2 ribbons now. Then we're going to take our solid red ribbon, which I've taken, folded in half just like the other 2, and then scrunch it up in the middle and make 1 loop at the top and fold it up and make a loop at the bottom. And then scrunch it up again, all in the center there. Then we'll take a piece of wire, hopefully about halfway in through the wire. We'll take it all through the ribbon, pull it tight, and twist it a couple of times. So at this point, we can sort of shape our ribbon a little bit. We can reshape it some more when we get it into the teardrop. But we normally do the loops opposite one another. Like such. So you can tell reds are opposite, black and white is opposite, our hearts are opposite. And then we have our tails. We'll just make them loose right now. We'll just sort of turn them around at this point. So we have our wire, and we're just going to put it in the center above our large heart. Make sure that it goes all the way back to the back spine of the teardrop Pull it as tight as you can and twist it. Like such. And then we can sort of work on our bow a little bit. We don't want to hide our heart, so we're just going to sort of pull it out a little bit, like such. Our tails can go to the side or they can go up, however you want to maneuver them to give it a little more depth. And there we go. We have 2 more of the polka dot curls that we're going to place on each side of our ribbon right above our large heart. And we're going to take a twig from the teardrop and just secure that. We'll take the other one on the other side. It can be just a little bit higher or a little bit lower, however, and twist it as well. And we have a finished teardrop.